take another L.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. His first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's good for a Colts.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion. What a really good pickup.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. His end zone, Bridgewater. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Denver.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Bridgewater again. Open man handler, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Bridgewater's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Bridgewater. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Fielded in the end zone. This will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater able to get this to Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That is hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On play action, it's Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Now here's Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Westbrook now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Denver.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. It's taken down.
There wasn't a breakdown of protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. The open man is Westbrook. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaq Davis with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, wide open receiver, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
17 yards on the play. It's now
on 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's good for a
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Bridgewater. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Second and 10. Now Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Bridgewater to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuabuna was the target there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down here.
Yards to go.
To throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Broncos 21, Colts 17. To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side as that big of the guy.
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.